like I think this was like cooking earlier too of what if what if that person that I saw, because I volunteered at the library today, and the people that I interacted with, whoever you interact with, they know they're children of God too. And but if they don't know, I don't know about that part. But like we're all in community. And what if that person also helps you? And I think what the world says is like, no, you got this on your own and you
Mm.
got to do it on your own. You got to be the most disciplined person. You got to be the most consistent person. But what if we're all doing it together? And that's what it was
And
like
it
for me.
says nobody's coming for you, but yet I saw this story about a homeless man who is was like staying at a hotel, and he was called out. I think I reposted it on Instagram. So if you go like look, well, there's a whole lot. I can go find the link. I'll drop it in the community in the ambassadors. But actually let me just do that homeless. Um, but he went for a walk. Like he's like, I don't even know why I was called to go for a walk, but I went for a walk. And then on his way back to the hotel, I don't even know where he went. I can't remember that part of the story. He saw this house off to the side that had a punching bag outside the front door, and he's like, why is there a punching bag? And then the guy who lives there walks outside as he's walking by, and I can't remember if the guy said hey to him, he said hey to him, and then he said, like, they start talking. They're both named Brian. And then the Brian who lived in the house was like, do you need a job? Do you need work? And he's like, yes. And then so he gave him his number, and like he's like, oh, he said, well, I would give you my number, but my phone's supposed to be turned off tomorrow. He goes, all right, well, I'm gonna pay your phone bill. And so he, right there on the spot, paid the guy in the house, paid the homeless man's phone bill, and gave him a job. And then the guy is like recording on his phone, the homeless guy. He's like, God is like, this is God, you guys. And I was like, yes, I don't even know where I was going with that story. What did you say right before that?
That we're all in this
Oh,
together.
we all have
Together.
purposes. But yeah, so like we like I guarantee you that that homeless man was impacted by the man who had the punching bag in his front yard, and he used to be an addict too. And now he has his own business, so that's why he's going to offer him a job. But also, I guarantee you that the man who owns the home was impacted by being able to help the homeless man. So, yes, I always believe that we, and Cheryl and I were kind of talking about this offline earlier, is like we believe that, and she said, like, even before I was close in my relationship with God, like I believed in God, but wasn't close. I believe that I was in positions for reasons and purposes. And um yeah, we're just not in this together. I think that's what it boils down to. And when you start looking, when you put on the God lenses and start looking at everyone, and I know Kimberly shared how she was, and I don't know that we've told Sunny this, but she was very grateful that last week we mentioned praying for the assassinator of Charlie Kirk, because it opened her eyes, because like not too many people would even think to do that. And but when we put on those God lenses, you just start seeing, like, you start seeing everything different, everything, even like
Yeah.
you won't even let yourself be annoyed sometimes by things. You're like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
know this is annoying, but I know why it's happening."
And then the constant reminder to be the light, shine your light, uh, because it's not necessarily what we have to do for ourselves, what we get to do for others. And I
And
was
for
thinking,
God.
yeah, and
Yes.
I'm thinking about Kimberly's daughter, and she's scared, and just like us praying for her, knowing that she has prayers, knowing that she's not alone. I think that's like a big thing too. What if other people feel the people that are the bomb threat felt alone and no one talked to them? It's like our world is like all me instead of like we.
Mhm.
We. Sorry. But but if we're in the race together, we can all help each other to get there. And I
Yes.
maybe that's the message of like how we move this community forward is that it's all we. Like we
Mhm.
get to share our hearts. We get to be the testimonies